Grand Rising, y'all. Welcome back to my channel, Lissa's Lighthouse, where we light the way. My name is Light, and I'd like to thank my A-team and the Divine for allowing me to be a crystal clear channel. If you find this message, it was meant for you. I'm going to ring the bell. All right, everybody. I hope everybody is well. Today is Thursday, October 9th. The time is 12:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is 67 degrees. It's getting a little bit chilly out here, y'all. They said chili might be significant as an artist, and chili with or without beans. I love me some chili. Cornbread. I heard somebody say cornbread. I don't like it together, but I've never had it, so I can't imagine that I would, though. You know how it is that you know what you know, or what you think you know? Knowing something, or thinking you know something might be significant. They're showing me the denial card is upside down. They said denial management might be significant. Okay, this is a hello from heaven reading, and I haven't done one in a little while. Right before the reading, I was being shown some footprints. So that might be significant. The footprints poem. And they're also saying the Lord's Prayer. I'm getting the Caribbean. I'm getting the Caribbean Sea. They said Caribbean Queen. That might be significant. They're showing me, which card is it? Right here, Superhero. It was my time to go. It was my time to go. Some people know that, and some people don't feel the same way. Number 18 is significant. Number 36 is significant. 18 is the moon card in the tarot deck. It is the child card in the Kipper deck. And I feel like it could be a child for some people. Take it as it resonates. This message could be from a child, an animal. Angel as a name. They said Hell's Angels, Hell's Bells, and then they said Hell's Kitchen. All right, the first card out is I'm Not Dead. Well, they said that movie Just Like Heaven is significant. Some people are they said some people are not dead. Some people are not dead physically, but they might have had a near-death experience. And then some people are physically passed away. Dove brand could be significant. They said scrying or bird watching could be significant. Now they're showing me I'm sending you loving signs through nature. And, a cloud that looks like a dove, or a dove might be significant. Dove brand could be significant. Dove is a name. I think that was one of our babysitters or something. Dove. I'm not dead, and that is clarified by freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness, and they're showing me this, musing right along. You the muse. This color, there's a card in here that says peace. It's this color. This aquamarine might be significant. Remember the beach? Beaches. That movie Beaches is significant. Or being by the beach, living by the beach, beachfront, on the beach. Beaches as, they said beaches and sandals as resorts. Musing right along. Like I said, 18 is the child card and it's the moon card. So for some people, this is a hello from heaven from a child. It says stillborn. And then they said still well, still water. They said Green Bay, Green Acres. And then they're telling me Grok, AI might be significant. Freedom, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. The name Will might be significant. Will I Am, Black Eyed Peas might be significant. They said bay leaves. They're telling me They said modalities of healing, but that's not what I meant to say. I was thinking about that earlier. Modalities of healing. So somebody might be thinking about that. I'm thinking. They said, don't think too long on it. Yeah, mandalas, mudras, and mantras are significant. Freedom Squad. They said Freedom Parkway, downtown ATL might be significant. We are here for freedom, sovereignty, and liberation. This soul feels free. I am not dead. I watch over you every day. I send you loving signs through nature. And it's clarified by Saint and Superhero, number 31. They said Wounded Warrior, Chiron is significant. 31 is a bad health card in the Kipper deck. March 1st is significant. I send you loving signs through nature. Butterflies are significant. They said the Monarch. Butterfly. Monarch as a brand. And then they're showing me Pledge. SC Johnson Wax. Pledge. And Murphy's Oil Soap. They said Murphy's Law. And then they said RoboCop, Murphy and Lewis might be significant. Lewis and Clark. Clarks and Bally's. They said before and after Wheel of Fortune. I know that's right. They said somebody, even though they are passed away, I am not dead is the first card out here. Somebody went on a bus trip. They said this is going to be resonating with somebody and their jaw is going to drop. Maybe Janis Joplin might be significant, or they like, you know, that's what they're saying. It might be Janis Joplin might be significant, because I meant to say their jaw is going to drop wide open. Living large. This is the high honor card in the Kipper deck. 2 + 5 = 7. That is the Chariot card in the Kipper deck. They are not dead. They are free. They're living large. These are the other two cards clarifying. Angel, divine wings, protection, blessing, heavenly. Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. They said, oh, you know what? They said, they said Better Off Dead and Over My Dead Body is movies. Heart, Valentine's Day might be significant, or the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. They said the Boston Massacre, Boston Marathon, Boston Cream Pie, Boston Baked Beans, Boston Leprechauns. Lucky Charms, deep love, affection, and caring. Divine wings, protection, blessing, and heavenly. They said Highway to Heaven and Touched by an Angel, or as TV shows, are significant. Medium as TV shows. The ancestors played too much. They said medium as a TV show. Small, medium, and large is significant. Is significant. You love this person. They were your heart, or you were theirs, or both. But you understand. They said Earth is a learning school. In this deck, it didn't come out, and it didn't come up either. They're just showing it to me in my third eye. I send you loving signs through nature. I forgot what these are. Daffodils, or, those are very significant. Very, very significant. Or maybe they love to blow those. They're showing me a tricycle. They said a tricycle is significant, or, the tricycle, the metal ones, and those plastic ones we used to have that used to have the adjustable seats back then. And they also showed me adjustable skates. Remember them shits? They weren't whole skates. They were like, the cap of your toe. And the heel, they said heel and toe is they said heel and toe might be significant. The person may have liked to dance. Or music videos might be significant. Because they show me music, dancing, and then the pictures. So, Photography, they said Olin Mills, Sears portrait studio in Olin Mills. A lily is significant. Somebody, look at this closely at this picture. Somebody may have passed away due to, they said anaphylactic shock. You see the allergies outside? You see those flowers in the grass? That's highly significant. Oh, shit. Look, they said, this is clarifying that. Somebody didn't think that it could hurt, you know, they didn't think that it could hurt. And that refers to this. Look, they're showing me this. Remember me by the happy times we created. A clothesline is significant. Maybe they were beaten badly and, you know, clotheslined, but hanging, you know, hung out to dry, left in the cold. Remember me by the happy, yeah, they said photography is significant. The clothespins, you know, they said a pin, location, Khalid, location. And then they said 20. What's your 20? That's my location. Living large. Wherever I want to go. Wherever I want to be. $10. That was a 10 that just went by. They're showing me living large. This is what? 25? 2 plus 5? 7? April 5th is significant. I didn't mean to say April 5th. I meant to say... I meant to say February 5th, but April 5th is obviously significant because it came out. Okay, remember me by the happy memories we created. That's clarified by guilt. Some people feel guilty and some people do not. They're sad and they're upset and they miss a person, but there's nothing to feel guilty about. Or at least they said you didn't do anything wrong. And then they said this might be, somebody might have lost a patient. They said lost patience. Lost a patient. Maybe they had to keep moving and now they're just now thinking about the happy memories that were created. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. They said, yeah, this definitely might be an animal, a horse. They said arrested development, a game of horseshoes, a game of horseshoes. They said Mr. Wendell. Musing right along, recognition, reward for merit. Look, they said carrots, maybe remember the grass was out here and the daffodil, I think that's what that is, but I'll have to think, they're thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe the grass was fake or something, pesticide or something in the grass that was not safe for, you know what I'm getting? Somebody's maybe, yeah, they said farm. They show me farm in my other location deck. And the pin is significant. So maybe they're showing me a nail. I had stepped on a nail one time in Jamaica. So maybe a horse stepped on a nail and it got really infected and somebody felt guilty about it. Other people for a horse or animal, farm animal. And then they're showing me the dove again. The birds out here, animals out here. I'm an animal medium, an animal garden. Excuse me, a garden. A garden is significant. No denying that. But here's what they're showing me. Somebody, pesticides, somebody maybe choked on something. An animal, maybe now they're showing me a bunny. Peter Rabbit. Yeah, we're going down the rabbit hole to get answers to these questions. Look, good luck. They're showing me. See, the lily is significant. Those flowers are significant. Maybe somebody was allergic to flowers. The grass is out here. See the flowers out here, the grass. Yeah, definitely. Allergies, seasonal allergies. They said the Amish might be significant. Recognition, reward for merit. Yeah, they said the Amish are significant because people who grow their food. The Amish and people who grow their food. Now they're showing me forgiveness. Upside down. Somebody maybe felt guilty because they had to go somewhere or something. Living large, they show me 25. Maybe they had to go to court. And they had to hire somebody else that wasn't their normal. Now they're showing me 2 Fs. Double F. FF. Friendly fire. Maybe it was a friend. Maybe it was a friend, and then they said friendly fire, and then they're telling me you're fucking fired. Something was poisoned with pesticide, and an animal died is where I'm going with it. Look, it could be the rats too. Take it as it resonates, because there's several meanings to everything on the 3D, on this earth plane. Someone working against you behind your back and you thinking about it. It said somebody who wanted, maybe they said cops come and trying to snatch my crops. Cypress Hill. Cypress as a location, or Cypress Avenue in the BX. They're thinking maybe the rats brought disease. Remember, it's right underneath thinking and guilt. Guilt, thinking, basket. Somebody poisoned or got poisoned or ate something that was poisonous, maybe from the trash. Maybe this was a pet rat. Take it as it resonates. Now they're showing me living large. February is significant. May is significant. May is a name. They said a May reach car. Jamaicans talk like that. I send you loving signs through nature. Don't deny that. If you think it's the person, you smell it, it's them. They're telling me to tell you that. If you think it's them, it's them. If you smell their cologne or their perfume or their cooking, or you think you saw them, it's them. Don't deny it. Y'all can't deny it. I'm a fucking rider. You ain't gotta fuck with me. They said they showed me the F train. Brooklyn, an F train. They said R train is significant too. They said, if I'm dipping on the F with weed on my breath, original hustler with the muffler on the tech. My stomach growling, boy. If you know, you know. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And that is upside down. There's no denying it. No doubt. No diggity, no doubt. Black Street. They said Anthony Hardaway and Penny. I pay a penny for your thoughts, a nickel for your kiss. I send you loving signs through nature. That's a superhero. Remember, it's right next to angel. 31 is the bad health card in the Kipper deck. Some people were sick for a long time. And maybe that's why it's freedom now, because you don't have to suffer anymore. Superhero and entangled. There you go. Some people were, they said, paraplegic and quadriplegic. Letters Q and P are significant. Queen of Pentacles, energy. Living large, freedom, angel, heart. QP. Take that as it resonates. Letters P and Q. QP, quarter pound. They said quarter pounder. Big Mac might be significant. Look, they said people were getting entangled with fucked up food. So they're starting to, or got entangled with fucked up food. 13 is the death card. 13 represents the letter M and the number, the divine feminine energies. 13 is also a movie. Maybe the child was 13 years old. Oh, Jesus. You know what? What's coming through? Wow, I don't know. This was 20 years ago. Like I said, location, pin is significant. This person is coming through. I didn't even know this person. The patient, when I worked OBGYN, was that before or after P's? That was after P's. After I worked P's, I worked OBGYN. But what I'm saying is, was one of our GYN patients, her 13-year-old had committed suicide, and that patient is coming through right now. Wow. Angel and superhero. Entangled and superhero. They said, you know what? Entangled and superhero. They said somebody was 13 subway surfing and they lost a child. Lord have mercy. The child sends you loving. Remember, the 18 is out here musing right along, and it's right next to thinker. Right here, it's right next to thinker. And maybe they weren't thinking. Or, they're usually a smart person, but they made a bad decision and it cost them their life. They said the ultimate sacrifice. Somebody's in denial about what I'm saying. The superhero is clarified by saint and commoner. Holiness, virtue, devotion, miracle. Regular people, regular citizen, everyday, ordinary. We're just ordinary people. Legend. Bob Marley is significant. Like I said, here you go, farming. Victory in some endeavor. Yeah, growing your own food. Victory and good luck, success. Money path, growing your own food. They said letters V and U might be significant. UV rays. Ray of light, Madonna and child. Victory in some endeavor, recognition, reward for merit. They said award-winning vegetables. Meteor Man. I love that movie. I haven't seen it in years. They're showing me the double F again. That might be a bra size, they said. Where was that? Where did I work that time? And I thought I was getting in trouble at work. They said to share this information. I thought I was getting in trouble at work one time. And they called about 6 of us. I worked for Intimacy. I think that was the Intimacy. And I worked for them temporarily. But about 7 of us got called into they said the 7 sisters of the Pleiades might be significant. That's 7 days a week. And then they said 24/7 check cashing. They're showing me Fordham Road. Fordham as a name. Fordham University, NYU might be significant. And they're showing me the 4 and 5 and 6 train, 4, 5, and 6 as a time. 4, 5, and 6 as a countdown, or children that are 4, 5, and 6 years old might be significant. But anyway, about 7 of us got called into the room, and they had a whole big box of bras for well endowed. So double F is clarifying that bra, what I'm telling you about the bras. Oh shit. They said for some people, yeah, the 13 and the bra is coming in very heavy. They said heaven is for real, and wherever they are, they're shopping for bras and shopping for whatever they need. Living large, victory in some endeavor. They said cheat codes unlocked. They're not suffering anymore. They're free. They're not dead. They're living large. And some people are in denial about it because some people don't believe in this stuff. And that's a whole nother energy, they said. Commoner. They said the common room might be significant. The Saint as a movie. I watch over you every day. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. It was time. It was my time to go. It was my time to go. And here's the footprints again. Like I said, on the beach. The beaches. They said, biatch. It was my time to go. Somebody knew. They said somebody doesn't forgive the other person that had to go. Right now, they know that it wasn't their fault, but they're upset at them. They don't forgive them right now. They said stranded. Maybe they felt, abandoned, stranded. Seek out information that will help you. This is for the person for its forgiveness upside down right now. Seek out information that will help you. Please learn to heal. Maybe you need to go to the beach. They're showing me, bring it. Justice League, they said, they're showing me entangled. Somebody got entangled with the Justice Department. I mean, the law. They said the long arm of the law. Okay, it was my time to go. Somebody doesn't forgive them. Yeah, they said forgiveness. This is clarifying. Forgiveness. Champion as a brand. Victory, winner, conqueror, exemplar. They don't feel like they're winning right now because they lost somebody that they don't forgive right now because they're upset. And then, you know what? I'm also getting for some people, it's not the other. For some people, it's a person that passed away that they don't forgive. And for other people, they don't forgive them right now. They're still healing. And for other people, they're showing me guilt. It's themselves that they don't forgive. And now they're showing me this, clarifying what I just said. Baseball is significant. Or baseball, they said. They said Michael Baisden might be significant. Baisden is a name. Bring it. Bring it. What? We right here. We ain't going anywhere. We right here. They said Grand Champ, DMX. Bring it. What? No, they show me D. That's right. D block. They said, bring it. Okay. We're bringing it. Oh, shit. Look, this wasn't in the... Oh, my God. I am so much better now. Like I told you, the inversion of the rainbow in the matrix is highly significant. And they're telling me highly. This person might have had dreads or was a Rasta. Rastaman vibration. Yeah, positive. They're bringing a positive vibration. Okay, now I watch over you every day. Heart, see? Heart. They said heart as a group. Crazy on you specifically. I go crazy on you because you're my superhero. You're my saint. You're my angel. You're my champion. I watch over you every day, and that is clarified by envy and fear. This specific energy is coming in for somebody who, now they're showing me guilt and thinking, somebody fucked up. Now they're in envy and fear. Envy might be, they said 702 as a group, Missy as a group, misdemeanor. And then they're saying Timberland, that's the way we get Timberland up. Somebody is in fear, thinking, remember me how that somebody fucked up. I realized that I'm testing somebody, they said somebody fucked up real bad. Somebody fucked up real bad. 13 is, like I said, number 13. They show me 18 again. That's the child card. Somebody fucked up real bad with a child. Now they're showing me FF, double F. Then they're showing me the lowercase and the capital. So capital letter F and lowercase capital, look, capital F and lowercase f. Fear as a movie. Las Vegas is significant. 702 came out before, and so did Missy. Steelo. Steel as a name. Real steel. Yeah, you're going to be behind the steel gates, that's it. Because the other person is behind in the pearly gates. Wow. They said pupils equal and reactive to light. Maybe somebody had a bad batch, they said. A bad hit. They said Uncle Remus and the Tar Baby, the Song of the South is significant. And now they're showing me, what card is this? This? It was my time to go. This is what the person who fucked up is telling everybody. Now you can't stop thinking about it, and you're well within your rights to be nervous because you fucked up. And 36 is distant horizons. That's a ship. That's a floating ship. So a spaceship might be significant. They said NASA, NASA. You're not floating right along. You're not musing right along. You got to pay. I watch over you every day. This person was jealous of this other person. Envy. Right next to them. And now, because they fucked up, now they watch over you every day. Like I said, you and V. Look, horseshoes. They said animal, Muppet babies might be significant. Those striped, remember their mother, we never seen what her face looked like? We only saw the bottom part of her outfit. So that might be, is significant. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And then for this energy right now, as I read it, it said Reed as a name, Dwayne Reed, pharmacy might be significant. A pharmacy assistant, pharmacy tech pharmacy tech and pharmacy, pharmacist is significant. Drugs. They said needle specifically. I am the same as everybody with different challenges. Look, these flowers are significant. Somebody was, anaphylactic shock. You know, antihistamine, Benadryl type shit. They said Ben. Michael Jackson's rat was named Ben. They said Uncle Ben's rice might be significant. Like I said, poisoning food. A food bank might be significant, or a charity. They said clothing closet. Oh shit, they said bring it to the closing. Excuse me, maybe you need to bring the person. Look, for some people they were they said Men's Warehouse big and tall. Some people were big and tall. And then they said somebody they need their stuff needs, you need to get rid of their stuff, and maybe you need to bring it to Goodwill or Salvation Army, or you know, a consignment store, or wherever. Fear. Now this person is in fear. Like I said, they said Reese's Pieces. What was that movie? Fear. They said Fear as a movie, Cape Fear as a movie. Oh shit. Seek out information that will help you. This is the information that's going to help you. Somebody fucked up. And now they're going from living large, they're going from feast. This is the official person in the Kipper deck, the Chariot. You thought you was moving forward, but they said there's no statute of limitations on murder. Damn it, man. The dojo might be significant. Temple, ashram. There's a card that kind of looks similar to this called Temple. Temple University is significant. Fear. You were playing head games. Envy, fear, feeling tied down. Wish will not be granted. Somebody broke bones, or, you know, was abusing a child 13 to 18, or being abused from 13 to 18, or however it resonates. Hospital is coming up. Oh my God, they said a child killer is significant. Oh shit, they said the Atlanta child murders are significant. Feeling tied down and frustrated. Yolk. They said the egg yolk, definitely a child. Definitely your child. And I said your child. They're not dead. They're coming back to help solve the case. Lord have mercy. They said pike. Pike. P-I-K-E. Wish will not be granted. You will not be getting away with anything. They said firing squad and death by L.I. Lethal injection. Where's the 13th? Remember? Lethal injection. That's where you're going. You're going to the other side. The ancestors are coming to get you. They said ghost is significant. Patrick Swayze. Yeah, ghost. Roadhouse. Dirty dancing. Oh, my God. You were violating a child. Dirty dancing with a child. Now you're going. You FF, firing, you're fucking fired. That clarifies the firing squad. Fire signs might be significant because you're definitely in the fucking hot seat. They said Vine City might be significant. Downtown ATL. Vine City. Fear. Yeah, this is definitely for some people. Downtown ATL. Vine City, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It might bring, they said BMW, Mercedes, luxury vehicles. They said buy here, pay here is significant. Okay, clarify, I watch you every day, feud and gold digger. Upside down, because they didn't want you to know that, oh my God. You know what's coming through right now? That that social, he didn't die though, thank God. But the on social, this is why some things need to not be, everything doesn't need to be videoed. Some social experiment. This guy, I was horrified. I heard the story. Then I heard a second story, and I was horrified to know that both stories were connected. So that's significant. But anyway, this social influencer asked for, you know, help, and they gave him help, and he raised $1,000, and he had a GoFundMe. He raised like $100K, and then his own stinking ass family member set him up. So that energy, he didn't die though, thank God. But all the 5 of them motherfuckers are going straight to jail. They said division is significant. Yeah, it is. Math. The math is starting to math. Finally figuring out what the fuck happened. Seeking out information. They said VC, by his deeds shall a man be known. Didn't want them to know that it to be known that you were feuding over that man money. Your own, look at where you're going now. Entangled, commoner. You go from living large to being a fucking commoner. They said ramen noodles, and when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Yeah, you about to be Roman. 40 acres and a mule. It's up. This was upside down. Opportunistic greed, exploitation, selfishness, conflict, grudge, hostility, rivalry, envy, and feeling tied the fuck down. Now you have to start from scratch. They said DJ scratch and sniff, or something being scratch and sniff, or like scratches and burns and cuts and bruises and shit, because you were messing with a child. All right, that's it, you guys. Be well. I hope that helps somebody. You guys be well. See you next video.